There comes a time when we go through this phase of yearning for more, yearning for better when it comes to the experiences and the things that we have in life. And I'm currently going through this phase with my beauty and skincare regimen and products. I was always that girl who is into new discoveries, especially when it comes to my skincare. I wanted to learn all the new brands, learn all the new products that would target the skincare problems that I had. I'm not much of a makeup girly. I'm not very good at my makeup, but I did also like to discover new items that were easy to use, that were top of the line. And so I fell in love with retailers like Sephora and Ulta, and I'm still very much a loyalty member of both these retailers, but I'm looking for something more intentional, more curated, more elevated of an experience when it comes to shopping for these items. And I've been seeking out beauty retailers that are somewhat similar, but a little bit more, as I said, intentional with their curation. And so far, I found a few and I thought I would share them with you if you are probably going through the same phase as I am and you're looking to elevate your purchases. First one is a retailer that's been around since 1999. This is Bluemercury. They first started out as an online retailer, but eventually they opened brick and mortar stores. When it comes to their offerings, they categorize them as a luxury medical grade skincare from mostly smaller independent founder-led brands. And I recently went into one of their retail stores, and in comparison to a Sephora, it's a much more boutique-like experience. They are somewhat smaller, a few of the stores, and the collections of brands and products are also smaller, but they are what's considered best in the market. Another thing I noticed is that the experience of shopping there is much calmer than say shopping at a Sephora. I heard someone refer to it as the Sephora for adults. And if you're someone who is kind of over the in-store shopping experience at a Sephora, especially during the summer months because it's getting a little bit rowdy, it's getting filled with influencers, consider Bluemercury as your option. Another notable quality of Bluemercury as a retailer is that they have a collection of FSA and HSA eligible items. And yes, this again screams that it's more for a mature clientele. This is a clientele who's now become wary of the fact that skincare and beauty are very much a part of wellness. It's very much a part of health. So here you would be swapping out your Sephora points for insurance funds coverage of your skincare and beauty. Popular brands or items that I've had my eye on, I've spotted there, including Dr. Diamond's medicine collection. There is Victoria Beckham's beauty and makeup. The brand that really brought me there was Chantecaille. I've been hearing about this brand forever. It's a favorite by pro makeup artists, and I definitely wanted to see if there was something within the brand that I would be able to fit into my current beauty regimen. Other popular brands like Ulta MD, SkinCeuticals, the infamous La Mer. If you're looking for all of those, Bluemercury definitely has them. I mean, we're talking about the best of makeup from Tom Ford, Pat McGrath, Charlotte Tilbury, you name it, it's there. Let me know if you've been shopping with Bluemercury and what has been your experience. Next is Violet Grey. I have never set foot in one of their stores, but the online experience tells me that this is the retailer for people who take skincare and beauty seriously. Their target market is definitely a more mature, well-intentioned intellectual when it comes to skincare and beauty products. They do have a few of the popular brands that I just mentioned from Bluemercury, but I made so many discoveries of brands that I can only describe as niche, and they're presented in the chicest ways. This is the first time I've ever read full descriptions of products on websites. You have to listen to this. So this is how they describe their best sellers. And I had to write this down. End quote. These are the most sought after products across all categories, an evolving lineup of essentials known to inspire serious devotion. That did something to me. That was attractive. They not only just sell products, but they have a section called Violet Files, which are essentially articles either exploring not just products and how to use them, but they explore the founders of the products, artists behind using the products, and almost anything in beauty and skincare that you can think of, they have in their Violet Files. They said a lot of the products were very new to me, so I feel like I would still be quenching my thirst for new discoveries if I were to become a client of Violet Grey. There's actually so much to explore, but in a bougie way. the Derm Store. Now, this is similar to Violet Grey in that I think it targets a very intentional, mature audience, but the tone is different. So while Violet Grey is about being luxurious and chic, the Derm Store is for the hardcore clientele who are looking for skincare that is very specific. As the name suggests, it was started by a dermatologist, so a lot of their products are professional skincare, expertise-backed, education-focused products. As you can imagine, they do also carry those FSA, HSA eligible items, professional grade developed at-home skincare devices. There are options for subscriptions and auto replenishments. So this is definitely the hardcore, hard-hitting clientele who wants to solve their skincare problems or, for preventative purposes. Say the Derm Store is a place for someone who wants to step up from drugstore products, but you don't really want to invest in seeing a professional on a regular basis because of the expenses, or maybe you're someone like me who has had professional intervention and you've kind of solidified your regimen, so you're okay with stepping down, but you don't want to go as low as to just constantly trying popular products. I think the Derm Store is somewhere in the middle and it's perfect for you. And even though I said it's for the hard-hitting clientele, they also carry items that are only for licensed professionals to access. So your doctors, your PAs, your NPs, your estheticians. Here you can also find some of the best products for your services. I've been shopping with the Derm Store for several years, not as frequently or in the way I would shop at a retailer like Sephora, but I have been getting specific products from them. One of my favorites from there is this cleanser from their Eminence line, which was recommended to me by my dermatologist after I've had several procedures. The Great Gentle Cleanser, for example, after a chemical peel, which is something I've done multiple times. And I find that their discounts are pretty amazing when it comes to these professional grade skincare products. You might not be getting that chic, moody, boutique-like feeling as you would get with a Violet Grey or a Blue Mercury, but you're definitely gonna get reliable products from Derm Store. Next, I want to call it honorable mention. I wouldn't so put it up there with everyone else, but I have been enjoying shopping with them, and that is Goop Beauty. Might be controversial because Gwyneth Paltrow's stance on wellness and the concepts of beauty have always been a little bit controversial. However, if you are into clean beauty brands, you would definitely like the curation of items that is offered at Goop Beauty. Now, Goop Beauty does have their own line of products, and I think they're pretty so-so. They're decent, not much to write home about, but as a retailer, they carry a few well-known brands like Westman Atelier, they have Ravenant, they have The Manicurist, Sophie Pavat, which is where I'm getting one of my favorite cleansers of the moment. So if you're into those types of clean beauty brands, then you really should consider Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop Beauty as a retailer of skincare and makeup. And I want to say they are pretty reasonably priced, or at least the curation of items that they have are decently priced. So even if you were always one of those who wanted to step up your experience, the quality of your products, and you were willing to invest more, I think you would still fall within a decent price range if you shop with Goop Beauty. And last but certainly not least is one that I'm most excited about because it was a true discovery. I basically happened upon this store as I was walking the streets of the Upper East Side of Manhattan, and it's Credo Beauty. I think this is the newest one of all the retailers that I've been speaking about, and I got this cozy vibes from the store. It's cozy not in the sense that it was dim lit and moody, but that it was such an intentional boutique-like experience that I immediately fell in love. Their collection of items are from brands that I'm almost certain you've never heard of. I mean, yes, they carry a few brands that you might know, but majority of what I've seen in store and eventually what I saw online were all completely new to me. As a Christina Columbus of my time, I am overly excited, overjoyed to discover Credo Beauty and all they have to offer. Their focus is on clean beauty, and not necessarily the clean beauty of the past where brands would simply slap this green leaf on their products and talk about how they're all made from natural raw materials, but they have a standard for every item and every brand that they carry. They have to be those brands that are transparent throughout their process, strive for sustainability, true ethics. What really stands out to me, and I think is going to be their main attractor, is that they engage in recycling practices. So they invite you as the consumers to bring in your empties and they will recycle them for you, and you get rewards as points that you could use to purchase your items within Credo Beauty. Their whole mantra is product, people, packaging, planet. And who does not love the idea of enhancing the world while enhancing your beauty? Comes to the brands, as I said, majority of them are new to me and I'm sure they'll be new to you, but you can find a few brands that are familiar, like Goop Beauty is sold at Credo Beauty. There are also brands like Ilia, Kosas, Osea, and I think in comparison to what I've seen from the other retailers that I've spoken about and bigger retailers, drugstores, their discovery sets are amongst the best. I think they're the best priced for what you have. Based on the products that I've seen in these discovery sets by Credo Beauty, you as a consumer would be absolutely getting value for money and discovering some of the best products on the market. Those are the few beauty retailers I've discovered so far as I'm looking to step into this new era of womanhood. These are retailers that I think would be more aligned with the woman I'm becoming. Let me know how you're feeling. Where do you shop? Is there anywhere that has gone undiscovered when it comes to a more elevated experience with beauty and skincare? Until my next video, stay fashionably well and in good health.